What is up, everyone? I am known as Lildeaddrops, and welcome back. So, for this episode, I figured I'd do something a little different and explain what software I use to film my screen and how I get 720p for my games. Okay, so I usually sorry about that. I film Town of Salem, and it doesn't require a bunch of CPU. It's a little flash game. It doesn't require much because I'm filming off of a laptop. Once I get my own computer, I do plan on filming other games, but for now I have to work with what I can. So in order to get 720p, I use Open Broadcast Simulator, which is this program right here. It's a recording software that records your screen very efficiently. It doesn't leave any watermarks like Bandicam or other filming softwares, a watermark being the little name at the top or the bottom of the screen advertising the company. Okay, so the first thing you need to do when you get into Open Broadcast Simulator, Open Broadcast Software. Okay. What you're going to do, you're going to right click into the scenes, just anywhere in this open space, and you're going to click add scene. I'm not going to do it right now because it will go my screen to black, but you hit add scene, and then you would name this whatever you want. So you name it, and then you hit enter, and your scene will pop up. And then once your scene is there, you're going to go into sources. There will be no sources, so what you're going to do is the same thing. You're going to right click in the open space, open add, and then you can do window capture, monitor capture, game capture, anything. So for this, I have monitor capture going. I have it set to monitor 2 because that's my main monitor right now. I can also record a game. I can open up my webcam. I'm not gonna mess with those right now. So for this, to get the settings let's go into settings. The settings I use, make sure it's getting that. All right. The settings I use, first you're gonna go to general. You're gonna set your language to whatever language you speak. I speak English, obviously, so that. And then you'll have a setting profile. It'll say unnamed, and you can rename it to whatever. I have mine set to YouTube right now because that's the settings that I'm using. So the next thing you're gonna go to is encoding. As soon as it loads, there we go. So these are the settings that I use. It took me a while to tamper around with them and get them to the settings that I like, but if you're recording the similar things to what I'm recording, these should work for you. And I'm not saying this is guaranteed, but okay. So the first thing, you want encoder to be enabled to 264. All right. You want your quality balance to be 10, your max bit rate to be 5,000. You're gonna click on use custom buffer size and set that to 5,000. And then I have my bit rate set to 128, and you can everything else should be how it is. Use CPR might be checked. I have mine unchecked because that's the settings that I use. So then once you hit apply to that, you're gonna go to broadcast settings. And if you were recording to be edited, you're going to do file output only. There's other things you can do like live stream, but I'm not doing a live stream right now. So once you have file output only selected, you're gonna choose a file path. The file path I have sends all my once you hit stop recording, it's gonna send what you already had to the folder that you have selected. So mine are gonna be sent to this folder right here, recordings. That's where all my unedited film is set. So you can change that. You can hit browse. You can find anywhere in your file system where you would like that to be. You can send it into music, documents, pictures, wherever you want it to go. Okay, so now we have that all settled out. We're gonna go to video, and you're gonna choose your video adapter. I have an AMD Radeon R5 graphics card in my laptop. You're going to choose your resolution. I have a strange resolution. Your aspect ratio should change when you use your resolution. And then I have, you can use a resolution downscale. Mine is set to 1.25 right now. that is a choice thing. I set mine to 1.25. That way it records on a slightly slower scale. That way I get better quality. But whatever you feel is better for you. And then my FPS is only set to 20 because that works. There's not much action that goes on in Town of Salem. It doesn't really need to be super fast. And now we can go head over to audio. You choose whatever speaker you're using. As of right now, I am using the default speakers on my laptop, which I know sounds really bad, but you might be surprised at the amount of audio I can get using another program, which I'll do a video on, called Audacity. I'm sure most of you already know what Audacity is and maybe even how to use it. But I will be doing a video on how I get to the audio quality I have right now. I'm not bragging about my audio quality because I know it's not good, but it's better than you might expect out of the speakers on a HP laptop. Okay, and then I have my microphone auxiliary device set to default. You can set that to whatever you want. Alright, let's head over to hotkeys. Now, I don't use many hotkeys, but you can change these to whatever you like. It's not going to affect anything. So I have my start stream and stop stream to F5 and F5. So if I'm not doing anything, I can click F5. It'll start up without me I don't even have to be in the window, and I can stop it with F5. This helps when I'm trying to make my audio recording and my video recording relatively close together to make it easier in editing. I'll click F5 just as I hit record in Audacity. But other than that, you guys can figure this out. I don't use it much. That's really all I do with this. So now we can head over to advanced. I don't think there's many I changed in this. You can change this setting, the X2PU, the X264 CPU preset. I have mine set to ultra fast, encoding profile at high. Now for this, I know I changed this. I don't know what the default was, so you'll have to see for yourself, but I have mine set to CRF equals 20 after you click custom X264 encoder settings. I forget what that does. I apologize, but that is what I have mine set to, and that works for me, so it might work for you. If you can't find something, little changes like that might help. To be completely honest with you, that is about it. All this stuff is almost unnecessary. Scene switcher is kind of like hotkeys. It just makes it to where you can switch between different scenes. Like you can have a scene filming only webcam, and then you can have a scene filming your screen. That way, when you click scene switcher, it'll switch only to your webcam to make it easier for you in editing. But that's completely you. So yeah, that's about it for all the settings that I use. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, well, hold on, let me end it off with this. Once you're done setting, then you just click OK, it'll go straight back. So once you hit start recording, it'll give you a little preset. It'll show you a little window of what you're working with. And then you can also hit preview scene stream, and it'll give you this little window, but it won't save anything to your folder. And then for this is a monitor capture. I renamed it to screen just to make it simpler. But you can change the settings in this by clicking properties. See, I have mine set to monitor to opacity to 100. I don't use a color key, so that's right. You can turn off capture mouse cursor. So right now you can see that you can't see my mouse cursor on the screen. But that's completely up to opinion. So that's good about that. And then for game, you can add a game capture. Properties in this is about what will come up. And then you can select. These are ones that I've done before, so they're already in there, or it's things that are open. You can open a game in a window and then go to here, go into your game capture, and then select whatever game. So if I open Skyrim, for instance, I would have the window for Skyrim down here, and I would go into here, click on this drop menu, and then Skyrim would be in here, and I could click on it and it'll record just the window for Skyrim. Stretch image to screen. That means if you're playing Skyrim in window mode, it won't show it. You won't share your. It won't film your screen. It'll just film the window without any border lines or anything. I capture mouse cursor when I'm playing on things like that, and yeah, you can look at all the rest of it. And then for webcam, I don't really use webcam in my videos. I used to, but for this, you just go into here and then you select whatever your webcam is, and you can flip it horizontally, vertically. Some of this stuff's pretty self-explanatory. Opacity to 100. I don't use de-interlacing. You can choose the resolution of your dang, completely lost it. Completely. The resolution of your webcam, the frames per second of your webcam, and then if you want to use a chroma key, which is like it's kind of like a green screen, but it can be in any color. You can put something behind you, covering up everything except you, and then set your chroma key to that color, and it'll take off anything that's that color. So yeah, you can pretty much see everything else. I didn't really mess with anything except for the resolution and the de-interlacing, I think. So yeah, now that's just about it with my recording setup for Open Broadcast software. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and tell me whether or not you feel like this was helpful. And if you do feel like commenting, tell me whether or not you would like to see an Audacity video, because I feel like an Audacity video would help a lot more people, because a lot of people know how to use the softwares, but a lot of people don't know how to get high quality audio through low quality equipment. Like, I am literally using the default microphone that came in my laptop and getting the audio that you're hearing now. I know it's not the best. I'm not claiming it's the best, but it's a lot better than a lot of people's. So yeah, like I said, feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see all of you beautiful people in the next video.